Rated M for mature.
Take some deep breaths, think steady-handed thoughts, and prepare that chilled-out trigger finger as you get ready to target and track down Sniper Elite 3's most physics-defying long shots. Considering he stars in a game with Sniper in the title, Karl Fairbairn is a surprisingly deadly close-range combatant. Oof, that is gonna hurt something fierce in the morning. Still, as fearsome as your favourite Nazi basher is when armed with a knife and nothing but an evil trachea in front of him, Karl's even more effective when you put several hundred feet between him and his target. Finding the perfect spots to unleash Sniper Elite 3's deadliest long-range kills can be a challenge, but with our help and one particularly steady trigger finger, you'll target and track down the game's 8 signature long shots in no time. So take a few deep breaths, think of every ludicrously calm sniper you've ever watched in a dozen cliched war flicks, then get ready to kick all the Nazi keister from several hundred miles away. Let's start with a reasonably easy shot that should be bread and butter for every sniper worth their sodium chloride. Fire up the opening Siege of Tobruk mission, then point Karl and his extremely sensible haircut in the direction of this sniper nest located in the northeast corner of this sun-baked map. Once you've dealt with any overly curious Nazis between you and your vantage point, I find it's generally better to settle any wartime differences with a silenced pistol shot to the larynx rather than attempt to hash your problems out with puny words. It's time to take on Sniper Elite 3's first preposterously lengthy challenge. Scale this lookout tower, set your sights on the balcony of that fashionably bombed out building in the distance, then unload focus time assisted slaughter from a full 179 meters away. For slightly murdery context, that's the length of 5 swimming pools. Talk about a brutal, Nazi-destroying doggy paddle. What exactly is war good for? Except, of course, for inspiring pop songs with annoyingly catchy, extra grunty choruses. Well, virtual atrocities committed from obscenely long distances, that's what. So to tick off the second of Sniper Elite 3's long shots, head to this sniper nest in one of the most northerly parts of the Gaberoun mission's map. Then once you give Mr. Fairbairn's quads a light workout scaling the rickety steps of this slightly wonky looking outpost, it's time to serve up a delicious meal of organ shredding death to another one of Adolf Smith's guided flunkies. Set your sights on that fellow lookout tower way off in the dark, disorienting distance, aim for that SS goon's chest, then pull that allied trigger, soldier. If your aim is true and your bullet proves accurate enough, another long shot and one thoroughly dead Nazi will swiftly await. There's nothing like turning the skull of a Nazi into a gory piñata from 366 meters away. To once again provide context for Karl's extra bloody marksman mischief, that's about 20 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. Sacre bleu indeed. To pull this long shot off on the Halfaya Pass mission, take a hop, SS stomping skip, and a jump to this sniper nest located within the small village to the northeast of the map. Scale the tower, try your best not to blow your cover by laying waste to the Nazi cronies in the valley below, then look to that gap in the canyon wall that appears to be 7.5 miles away. Thankfully, the distance to the Nazi soldier straddling the rooftop on that teeny-weeny building with the camouflage netting is less than 400 meters away. Take a deep breath, think Adolf crippling thoughts, then unleash Fairbairn's fury. There are 3 things that Karl Fairbairn prioritizes in life above all else. 1. Cutting his hair so close to the bone that you can practically see his Nazi slaughtering cerebral cortex. 2. Breaking Third Reich noses with upsetting efficiency. And 3. Shredding enemy skulls from hundreds of meters away. Fort Rifugio's long shot, and yes, you can just about trust us on that pronunciation, is actually one of the easier long shots to pull off in Sniper Elite 3. Executed from the sniper nest closest to the mission's spawn point, you'll reach your goose-stepping target after just a couple of minutes of careful sneaking. Once you get into position, point your scope at that absurdly ostentatious Nazi flag in the distance, aim a few feet to the left, then proceed to do very bad things to the anatomy of the German soldier who's unfortunate enough to be taking a peek from that conveniently open window. Take that, pulverized Nazi eye socket. If you want to earn this next long shot, you better be prepared for some serious cardio. Like most of the other eagle-eyed kills in Sniper Elite 3, this long shot in the Siwa Oasis mission takes several minutes of sneaky sprinting to reach. And by sprint, I obviously mean the sort of lower back ruining crouched movement that will see Karl's spine give out long before the war is won. Head north to this sniper nest, scale the steps within this rather striking tower, then prepare to commit yet another totally justified war crime. Then prepare to take your shot. After you've given any nearby enemies a thorough shivving, remove the planks obscuring this window, point your scope at that barely visible dude in the distance who's just chilling out on the dunes, then snipe Karl's blues away. Ouch. Now that is going to be one seriously expensive trip to the dentist. Now this is probably the most confusing long shot to reach in the game, but come now, sniper elitists. You wouldn't let some mildly perplexing navigation get in the way of an extremely gratifying long-range kill, now would you? Of course you wouldn't. So shove an imaginary compass in Karl's dictatorship-loathing hand, head to this sniper nest that's well concealed by a series of rocks that just about forms a stone staircase, scrape your extra manly knees getting to the killer vantage point, and get ready to introduce the Nazi who stumbles onto this cliff in the distance to Karl's brand of cranium-crushing justice. If you want to make this 7th mission's long shot, you better start eating your carrots. And then once you're done with them, go ahead and order a further 7 kilos of bunny food and proceed to shove them down your throat too. At a ludicrous 619 meters, no other bullet goes on such a time-sapping trip as the one that leaves Karl's chamber during the Pont de Fahs Airfield mission. Seek out the sniper nest in this northerly point of the map, then get ready to think extremely distant thoughts. Once you hunker down among the sandbanks of the sniper nest overlooking this large warehouse, you better start channeling Deadshot if you've got any chance of making a kill that's well over half a kilometre in length. Empty those lungs, aim for the evildoer on the crest of the dune, and cross all of Karl's digits. You're soon rewarded with one horrifically smashed Nazi ribcage. Every good story deserves a happy ending. And while Karl may not exactly stroll into the sunset with his childhood sweetheart come the closing credits of Sniper Elite 3, he can inflict one last piece of physics-defying damage to Hitler's forces. The final Ratte Factory mission may only have 2 sniper nests, but the one you need to seek out is reasonably well hidden. Tucked away inside a mountainside Nazi base, crawling with Big Adolf's most clueless democracy squashers, you have to remove a couple of boards and work your way down a claustrophobic passageway to reach the game's final, extra violent vantage point. Once you reach the nest, look for the crane suspended above the canyon, aim for that flunky taking the worst timed smoke in history, then let the bullet fly. There's nothing quite like the smell of freshly blown out Nazi brains in the morning, is there? So that's 8 long shots you need to try in Sniper Elite 3, fatally ticked off. Let us know your favourite moments of murderous marksmanship in the comments below, and zoom in on that like button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe to make sure you never miss another Nazi nerfing video. Oh, and if you hit that notification bell, you'll get instant alerts every time Karl and other Rebellion heroes serve up oh so squishy video game justice.